All right, let's open this meeting. I would call the meeting to order. The Board of Appeals, February 5th. I'm John Catino. Permit me to confirm that all members and persons anticipated on the agenda are present and can hear me. Members, when I hear your name, when I call your name, please respond in the affirmative. Mike Damasio. Okay, I saw your lips move, so I know that's you.
Yes.
Yes. Right, I know, but you're going to recuse yourself. I know, but you are here just in case we need to do anything else. I have to log you in. Sean Masterson,
Here.
Jim Burton,
Present.
Michael Riley.
Here.
Hey, Mr. Cohen. Please say that you're here. Arnold.
Evening.
Okay, I'll take that as you're here. Excellent. All right. And John Kelchick. He's here. Okay, beautiful.
I'm here.
And Dan
All
Hunt
right.
is here.
Yep, here.
Oh, Dan Hunt, right. Oh, yeah, you were down the corner. Hey,
Yep,
Dan.
here. How you doing?
Okay, we got everybody here. Okay, this open meeting of the Board of Appeals is being conducted remotely. Please note that this meeting is being recorded. Accordingly, please be aware that others may be able to see you, and take care not to screen share your computer. Anything that you broadcast may be captured by the recording. All supporting materials have been provided to the members of this body and available on the town's website via the web meeting calendar as otherwise notified. Each vote taken at this meeting will be conducted by a roll call vote. And I love this one so much better. This is so much shorter than the old one I used to have to read. Excellent. Okay, so let's go to the first item on the agenda. 13 Church Street. Oh, Jeanette, I see you're here. Okay, and who's here? Joe, are you going to be, who's representing 13 Church Street tonight?
I will be representing the applicant today. This is Jack Nealon, 85 Main Street, Nealon and Click. And with me here, I have Colleen Charleston, who's the applicant.
Excellent. Thank you very much. Please introduce your project.
Sure. So this is 13 Church Street. Just brief background. In 1958, 13 Church Street was purchased by the applicant's parents, where they raised 7 kids and lived there up until about 2020, when Miss Charleston purchased the property for her also to age in place here in downtown Hopkinton. The applicant is looking to modernize the home, and in order to do that, that she needs to remove a garage, which has actually been located on an abutter's property. So it's more than non-conforming. It's actually located physically on the abutter's land. And she'd also like to create a first floor bedroom, move the garage from a detached garage to an attached garage, renovate the house, kind of tighten the footprint of the house. And, the house is estimated to be over 125 years old. So with the age of the house that obviously way predates zoning, certain updates need to be made so that Miss Charleston can live there and comfortably live there on a first floor living situation, wider doorways, things like that. So under the bylaw 120 section 128, 210 section 128, it requires the Board of Appeals to find that the proposed project is not substantially more detrimental to the neighborhood. And for some of the reasons previously mentioned, but specifically looking at the dimensions of the project, the setback from Church Street won't be altered at all. The rear setback is increasing by 1.14 feet. The left setback will not be altered at all. And the right setback, which is non-existent because the current garage is located on the neighbor's property, is actually going to be increasing by 3 feet to have a 3-foot offset. And obviously removing the garage will remove the non-conformity of having that located on the property line. I have Jeanette Thompson on, as well as Joe Marquinant, to discuss the architectural design as well as the site plan, which we'd be happy to review for you folks, as well as answer any questions specific to the project. I also have Colleen here to answer any questions as to the
I
inspiration.
just love old Hopkinton where you're allowed to build on other people's land and it was okay. That's,
Nobody
know,
seemed
that's
to
a good
care at
old
the time.
it happens all the time, which is, hey, it's good and bad. I'm just glad that people just got along for 200 years. If we can only have that now. But anyway, yes, I don't know who wants, Joe, do you want to go next to describe the site plan, and then we'll go to Jeanette. She does impeccable work, so it's.
Sure, here, Joe Marquardt, we prepared the plan that accompanied the filing. Small lot, as Jack mentioned a moment ago, existing home, close to the street and close to both boundary lines. But I think Jeanette's design captures a lot of what Colleen's trying to accomplish, upgrade that the structure to something more modern without really stressing the boundary lines, without putting a lot of burden on the neighbors. So as you can see, and I assume that's you, John, thank you for that. The front setback is maintained, the left side, the north side, Main Street side is maintained. The back gets a little greater. And then the bulk of the change is right there where the cursor is. The connection, the new structure, the connection to the proposed 22 by 13 foot garage. And you can see the crosshatch rectangle down against that boundary line. It's a few feet over, and the new situation will be, I assumed, would be a welcome sign to the neighbors that we pull that corner 3 feet off that boundary line.
That's great. That's great. Excellent. Yeah, that's really, as far as the stuff that we do, that's really the most concerning to us normally would be, the site plan. So, Jeanette, do you have anything that you want to, can you take over the screen and show us what you're proposing?
I actually don't have my plans to share. I don't know if you guys, if you have them there.
No, yeah, we have them.
I
Okay.
can share it for you too, Jeanette. Give me
Yeah,
one.
okay.
Good teamwork, you guys.
Yeah, good team.
It just makes it so easy for us when the meetings go this smoothly. Oh,
Yeah,
nice.
just tell me what page. Yeah, I'll go from page.
You can, I mean, you can, I guess that's the first floor plan. I mean, essentially what I was trying to do is there's the main body of the house that faces the street. That is going to be basically, windows obviously replaced. All the exterior detailing will be maintained to keep the character of the house. Essentially, the interior is being reworked a little bit so Colleen can have that, again, as Jack was mentioning, first floor living with the master bedroom, laundry, half bath, kitchen, living area up there, and then the garage is now attached to the house. The second floor, I think, is the next page, Jack. Right there.
Yep.
So basically upstairs will be 3 bedrooms. There's currently 3 bedrooms up there. One of them is being turned into a more functioning bathroom as opposed to what's there now. And then what's basically off the side is just a 1-story addition with the garage and the connector piece. So again, trying to work with the massing of the house and not have it be overpowering for the neighborhood. And essentially, if you want to go to the next page, Jack, the elevations. That one on the bottom is basically the main body of the house. It's really not shown, but what is behind it is 1-story garage, connector piece, and then the side has a little bay popping out of it. Essentially, the other elevation, the left side, is pretty much, again, keeping with the same style windows. And, essentially, again, that was kind of the intent, is to take the main body of the house and keep the detailing that's there now. There's some really nice brackets and columns on the porch. So those will be just replicated or cleaned up. And then everything else will be, again, re-sided, new windows, keeping the 2/2 window pattern. And essentially just, providing Colleen a place where she can, live on the first floor. And then obviously for children, visitors, the second floor has some bedroom space there, and all while not, trying to make it not overpowering for the neighborhood that it exists in.
Yeah, I drive by that house almost every day as being the caretaker for St. John's. And this is, with your drawings, it's really going to great with the 2/2s and the transitional design. It's going to work really well.
Thank you.
Any members of the board have any questions for any of them? Joe, Jeanette, or Colleen? Somebody's gonna have a question. Come on. I know. Mr. Damasio recused himself, so that means, Arnold, you always come up with something good. Come on.
Oh, never mind. I'll wait until it.
Okay. Mr. Riley, anything?
Yeah, Mr.
I'm-
Chairman,
Go
Mr.
ahead.
Chairman, the only thing I'd say is it seems like as far as any of the setbacks, they're actually increasing the setbacks. They're not reducing them. I mean, it seems pretty straightforward and the neighbors, the letters are in favor, the
Mhm.
historical commission, I mean,
Yeah.
it's, that's my observation. It's not a question.
Excellent, thank you. Mr. Riley?
I don't have any questions. I just think it really looks like a nice design. I think it'd be a nice upgrade in the neighborhood, and I love the first floor living for people so they can stay in their homes as long as possible. So
Mhm.
very nice
Yeah,
design.
and a new garage where it's supposed to be, yeah. Jeanette, you did a great job, really. It looks great.
Thanks.
Yeah,
I'm supposed to be saying that as chair, but as a builder, when I see something I like, all right. Sean, anything? Should I open, any members of the public?
No, I think, Mr. Chair, that, the board certainly appreciates Mr. Nealon presenting a clear and concise application. Everything seems to be in order. And it seems to be, consistent with the neighborhood.
It makes it so easy for us when there are great drawings, great plans and a well-executed application. So, okay, are there any members of the public that would like to chime in?
Mike is raising his hand, John.
Yeah, well, I see it there. Yeah, well, Mike, but you're muted though, Mike.
No, I realize that. I was waiting for you to acknowledge me.
Oh, of course.
Just two questions. Once the garage is torn down, doesn't the new construction need, or shouldn't the board be giving a rear yard setback special permit? Given that it's I think Mr. Nealon said it was a foot greater than what the existing building is there.
If we don't think that 1 foot is de minimis.
Yeah, the relief under the dimensional table, that's in there. So it's rear yard setback required 20 feet, proposed in this application 11.8, so the relief requested is 8.2.
Okay, Mike, you get a point.
Oh, no,
John,
I was saying that because it's not listed in the.
right, but that's what I'm wondering if, John, Mr. Gelchik, can we, even though it's not in the application, can we grant just to make it clean and neat and tidy? The rear setback?
Yeah, unless somebody appeals it, but I don't see anybody appealing it, right?
Right. I know, considering
I don't think it should be a problem.
that the only member of the public is a member of our board.
No, I don't think it should be an issue, doing it.
All right, so I'll just add that in here. Is that 210-128A? Which rear setback?
Oh, rear setback.
210-119 is.
And then that's giving them like 9.5 feet. Let's make it 10 feet.
Well, technically, it's rear and side setback.
Oh, good point. Okay. So, Mr. Nealon, on the side setback, what's, what are the numbers you have? I don't have my,
Sure,
So-
so it's the side setback for the garage, or for the dwelling, it's 8.2 feet proposed, 3 feet for the garage. The relief requested for the dwelling is 1.8 on the left side. And for the garage, it's 7, so we need a 10 foot. So we're looking for 7 feet of relief on the far side.
okay. So we need 10 feet in the rear, 7 feet in the, 7 feet on the side.
Yep.
Okay.
Mr. Chairman,
Yes.
I have a
Yes, sir.
question. It seems to me that they're not increasing the nonconformity, and if anything, in a couple of places, they are reducing the nonconformity. Am I correct about that? And
Yeah, you are, and yeah, however, I think to make it a clean permit, that we should put all of these things in, to Mike's point. Just so that the, you know, that the deed reads exactly everything, just so that in 10 years or 20 years or 30 years, if Colleen ever wants to sell the place, that everything's clean.
all right,
So we'll add that to the motion. Anything else, Mike?
No, that was it.
That was great.
I have
Thank
a
you very much.
question for Attorney Nealon. Are you gonna be are you gonna be changing the deed to to Mr. Markadant's new? Because the footprint is gonna,
We'll record this decision from the board
okay,
with the plans and when, as the decision, as it's authored. And it'll have the plan and the site plan referenced in there, so anybody looking up the property will be able to see the new site plan.
okay.
Okay, any members, any additional members of the public that wish to speak? Hearing none. Did I get a motion to close the public hearing?
Motion to close the public hearing.
second,
Multiple seconds. Excellent. Okay, any discussion of the motion to close? Hearing none. How do you vote? Jim?
Yes.
Michael?
Yes.
Sean?
Yes.
Arnold?
And,
yes,
and,
And Dan?
Yes.
And I vote in the affirmative also. Okay, so on this case, we'd say we have Jim's a permanent, Michael's a permanent. Sean, Mike is, so it's 1, 2, 3, I'm 4, Arnold, okay. So, Sean, are you an associate member also?
Yes.
And Dan, you're an associate?
Yep.
Okay, so Dan, do you want to take it, or Sean, do you want to take it? Let's need 5.
I can take it.
Okay, beautiful. Excellent, thank you. All right, so that we have the public hearing is closed. Does anybody want to make a motion, or do you want me to read a motion and somebody can take it? I move that the Board of Appeals accept and approve the following findings: that the proposed alteration, including the removal of the existing garage and construction of the proposed addition, it is an exacerbation of the pre-existing nonconformity, requires a special permit in order to achieve the proposed condition. All applicable criteria and standards set forth in 210 have been satisfied, and the proposed change is not substantially more detrimental to the neighborhood or existing conditions. I move under what, 210-119 to 10 feet for a rear setback, and allowing, what's the, I don't have mine in front of me, what's the side setback?
for the dwelling was what, at 1.8 or 2 feet in the.
No, I
garage.
know it's 7 feet, but what's the bylaw number?
bylaw is 10 feet.
No, the,
The
the,
210, whatever.
okay,
um,
wow.
so I don't know.
119, if you're talking about yards.
Yeah.
Okay,
Side
so
setback.
so again, under 210-119 for a side setback, we're going to grant 7 feet. I move that the Board of Appeals approve the requested special permit pursuant to 210-128A of the Hopkinton zoning bylaws with the following condition. That the renovation shall be constructed substantially as depicted at the plans entitled The Charleston Residence, 13 Church Street, Hopkinton, 01748, prepared by Thompson Architects dated October 4, 2024, as well as the certified plot plan prepared by Colleen Charleston, and also prepared by J.D. Marquardon Associates dated November 21st, 2024. Does anybody have any amendments to that before? All right, so we have a motion and a second. Any discussion on the motion? Hearing none. Jim, how do you vote?
Mike has a
Wait,
question.
Mike has a
Oh, yes,
question.
Mike.
As a member of
Separate
the
the two
public,
votes. Pardon me?
don't you need a finding?
He asked for a finding. And now he's asking for a motion to accept the findings.
So I knew you
Okay,
were gonna ask me to
sorry.
split the two votes. You always ask me to split the two. Yes, okay, so. So we'll
Started the
split
vote.
it. Yes, we'll split it at the 10 feet and 7 feet. And then we'll go to the section 210-128A. Okay. So if people bear with me, that the proposed change will not substantially more detrimental to the neighborhood, and that 210-119 will allow 10 feet for the rear, and we're going to 210-119, 7 feet for the side setback. Do I have a second on that motion?
Second.
Okay. Any discussion? Hearing none. Jim, how do you vote?
Yes.
Michael?
Yes.
John?
Yes.
Arnold?
Yes,
And I vote in the affirmative also. Okay, so, and now I move that the Board of Appeals approve the requested special permit pursuant to section 210-128A of the Hopkinton zoning bylaws under the following condition that I have read previously, but I'll read it again. The renovation shall be constructed substantially as depicted in the plans entitled Charleston Residence, 13 Church Street, Hopkinton, 01748, prepared by Thompson Architects dated October 4, 2024, as well as a certified plot plan prepared for Colleen Charleston, prepared by J.D. Marquardon Associates dated November 21st, 2024. Do I have a motion?
Second.
Somebody- Okay. Any discussion on the motion in the second? Hearing none. Jim?
Yes.
Michael?
Yes.
Sean?
Yes.
Arnold?
yes.
And I vote in the affirmative also. Okay, we're good. Mike, thanks for keeping me on the straight. I tried to do it on one vote, but you're right. I'm supposed to split it. Thank you. Okay. So Colleen, you're all set. Great presentation. Jeanette, thank you. You did a great job as always. Fabulous. Mr. Nealon, thanks for keeping us on track.
Thank you all
Joe?
very much.
Thank you.
Always great.
Thank you.
Thanks, everyone.
Thanks.
Okay, all right, so we had minutes from the last meeting that I missed. Does anybody want to make a motion to accept the minutes as drafted?
Make a motion to accept the minutes as drafted.
Second.
Then we get a second, a discussion on the motion. Hearing none. Jim,
Yes.
Michael,
Yes.
Sean?
I wasn't there at that meeting, so I can't, I don't think.
No, I wasn't either, but it's on video if you wanted to look at it. And
Yeah, I
'cause I
looked
missed
at
it
them,
also.
I looked at them earlier, and to the extent that they're accurate, I would
Yes.
say.
Yes, Arnold
Yes,
and Dan.
Yes.
And I vote in the affirmative also. Okay, minutes accepted as drafted. All right, so that takes care of this. I won't ask John about anything else. Oh, Mike, yes. Oh, Mike, how do you vote? Sorry, you were
Yes.
there too. I know, but you were
No, I
recused.
wasn't. No, I wasn't there.
Oh, you weren't there. I thought you just recused yourself. Oh, okay. Okay, then I misread the line. There were just more absences than people there. Okay, so I'm not going to discuss the next meeting because Adine is not here and I don't want to make anybody have to clean up anything. So excellent. Thanks everybody for showing up. I appreciate it. Again, I apologize that I wasn't there last week. I'm still down south finishing up a construction job, which is being signed off tomorrow. I did it.
Nice.
Made the deadline. Okay. Hey, God bless you guys. Thanks so much. Motion to adjourn.
Well, second,
Any discussion on the motion? Hearing none. Jim?
Yes.
Michael?
yes.
Mike?
Yes.
Sean?
Yes.
Dan?
Yes.
Arnold?
Yes.
And I'm affirmative also. Okay, great, guys. We're adjourned. Thanks so much. Really appreciate it. Thanks everybody for showing up. It was really a great, smooth meeting. That's how we want them.
John, give me a call.
Thanks,
Okay, well,
John.
thanks. Okay. Bye.
All right.